Wait, I can do this, I swear.
You got this. You got this.
I'm the Kagepro 24. I'm the pro of Kage
Hello.
Pro. Today I've brought one of us to
One
fucking
of us.
pull down this fucking rabbit hole of Kagepro.
And
And it's my
who?
boyfriend.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Drock 34,000. I'm a YouTuber.
Kagepro moment, you know. This is gonna be a bit of a Kagepro moment. He doesn't know anything about
I
Kagepro.
have no idea what Kagepro is. Is it a Vocaloid thing?
35 songs total, but when I totaled them up to make the playlist, it came to 34, so I guess I was just bad with numbers when I made this PowerPoint. So about 34 songs total.
Okay.
69
Do I have
manga
to read the manga
chapters.
as well?
Yeah. And 8 light novels.
Oh God.
And a 12-episode anime
Oh
called Mekakushi
God.
Actors. And
Oh
etc.
wait, isn't it that anime that basically like had like that weird CG like music video where one of the guys look like just like distorted and shit. So it's like a story for like one shot. It's like episodic, you know?
No, it's not episodic. It's just that like it's very non-linear.
What the fuck?
So
Okay.
it's to the point where like you watch a series, right? Like you watch like a typical series, right? And you like
Mm-hmm.
know what's a spoiler and what's not a spoiler. With
Mm.
Kagepro, what's the spoiler? Fuck if I know, right? Is this character dying a spoiler? I mean, most of them die. Is that a spoiler? I don't fucking know.
I mean,
Because
is
where you start
everything
from
a
is like up to
spoiler?
you.
Is
I guess.
everything a spoiler? Question mark.
Either everything's a spoiler or nothing's a spoiler.
And if everything is a Kage Pro spoiler, nothing will be.
See, a lot of people started with the anime, and that's the thing too, because if you start with the anime, at first everyone thought that the anime was like an adaptation of the manga and light novel source material because
Mm.
they're all following a really similar kind of root pattern, but they
Mm-hmm.
weren't. They all branched from each other, the three of them: the light novel, the manga, and the anime. And then the anime kind of just barrels on with the assumption that you know what's going on. So if you don't know what's going on, you're fucking confused. So now there's tons of people out there. They're like, yeah, Mekakushi Actors. I heard of that. That was that one that was like the snakes and the songs. I don't know what it was, and they just have a lukewarm impression of it. You can't start from the anime if you don't want to be confused, I think is my point.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna start with the anime.
No. We're gonna watch all the songs. And beyond that will be like different parts of this video because we are not barreling through every little bit of Kagepro today. No fucking way.
So let's just start with this. It's just like a shit
Let's
ton of
just jump
music.
into it. I
Let's
put it
just
in an
jump.
order that I think makes sense going like
Hmm.
through it
Hmm.
and like vaguely based off of release order. This one's a fan-made PV, but it's very accurate to canon and doesn't have any inaccurate details, so you can trust it.
Oh shit, Miku.
Yeah, look, here's your threes. Seto, Keto, and Kano. This is Keto. She's number 1 in the group.
Oh, okay.
Here's Seto and Kano, number 2 and number 3.
To the left of Huge City, I think that says Hugh City. Jimbo, you gotta turn that mindset of yours into a Mekaku City code.
Go from Mekaku City to Mekaku City.
Look, it's Honaka.
That's Konoha.
Not that.
That's Mary.
Mary?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
That's in it. No! Never have. Ready.
It's just catchy, you know? A lo-fi.
Look at him go.
Look her go.
Yeah, the Mekakushi done. That's the main group of this series. We get to know them.
Alright. My favorite one is the blue hair one.
Enne.
No, Miku.
Enne.
Miku.
This one's about the idol, Momo.
Ooh.
Momo.
Oh, she's an. Okay, so it's Honaka.
Ugh.
No.
What do you think her deal is?
She has social anxiety. Oh wait, no, wait.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
I like
okay,
her.
that's it.
Just looking very quiet, yeah. I like her. At least she got her soda, you know?
Why is she through it? That's littering.
They're like, where the fuck's Momo? She's like, oh god.
I love the look of it. It looks really good.
She doesn't like herself.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't think she's like worthy of all the attention she's getting as an idol, so she starts crying.
Aww.
But guess who finds her?
Aww. She has friends.
Yeah. Also, her eyes are red. Please note that.
Oh. Oh, that means that she's evil.
No. Who dat?
That's Sans.
Nice. Here's Imagination Forest. This one is where the emotions start happening, but you didn't hear that from me.
Oh,
You didn't hear
okay.
that shit from me.
Okay. Okay.
Like depression.
Aw.
You notice how her hair moved? That's a thing she can do.
She can move her
Her
own
hair
hair.
moved around like snakes. Yeah.
I'll go back.
What's her deal?
Everyone thinks she's a creep.
Look at her hair. Her hair literally moved.
Oh shit.
And she's told that she can't look people in the eyes. What's with that?
Oh shit, she's Medusa.
Well, she's quarter Medusa. Her mom was half Medusa, and her grandmother was Medusa.
Oh. I think
Look, she was looking at.
What the
Uh-oh.
fuck?
Uh-oh.
Oh, she died.
Nah, I had
Oh,
it. Mary's mother's name is Shion, for the record.
Shion. That means
Shion.
Shion these nuts.
But yeah, Mary's never gone outside.
Damn.
And all she knows is what she's seen in the books. And she's just wondering what outside's like.
You know what would help her?
What's up?
Just put on little sunglasses. Just and then be like, yo, what up?
No, she was told not to go outside by her mom.
Ah.
But yeah, she like realizes that she's Medusa and hates herself for it.
Aw. No!
Look.
She tripped!
Now you might be wondering, when was the last time Mary encountered humans? She was playing outside one day, when some fucking village people decided to be assholes because they knew she was Medusa.
Oh shit!
So when Shion first sees that happened, she throws a fucking boulder. She threw a boulder!
Wait, she threw a boulder?
Yeah, you gotta like pause real quick at the one frame.
Oh!
Look at that. She throws a fucking boulder at these fuckers! What a fucking girl boss. Get it.
Oh,
She's trying to protect
shit.
her daughter. Then look at this shit. She's turned this dude to stone, but then the other one got her.
Oh!
Isn't that depressing? Also, it's also the fact that, like, she was really hurt, right?
Oh!
Yeah!
Oh!
Isn't that depressing?
Oh!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh!
Uh-oh. No!
Oh! Ah? Oh, it's the dude from the fucking other
It's
music video.
Seto. The green guy.
Green guy.
And see Kito standing behind him.
Look at her. Oh, I'm happy she has a good life now.
Yay!
Girl-
She has friends now. And she
Yeah.
moves to live with them. This is Seto. His
Oh, man.
situation isn't the happiest. Let's learn
Okay.
about it.
Sound. And it head around. I'll
You
be
can-
there. I'll be there to keep. This sounds like the Sonic Colors opening.
It
This
does
is-
sound like it.
It's my childhood. That's my
Sonic
childhood.
Brave.
Us jacket guy. Ooh.
Yes, it's Seto.
Ooh.
It's the one that found Mary in the forest. This song's about him, kind of like looking back to his past.
Huh.
So he's just kind of like reflecting on his past.
Oh.
That's
So
him,
like
and then that's little him.
basically existential crisis.
Sort of.
Oh, look at little puppers.
Puppy.
Oh, look at him.
Puppy. Notice his eye color.
Oh, what?
His eyes are red.
Oh, no.
He's like hearing all these voices, right?
Oh, shit. I think I know what happened.
What's going
Basically, he has this thing where he hears voices in his head.
They're like actually voices of other
Actual
people.
voice. Oh,
Like anyone
Jesus.
around him.
Oh my god.
Now you might be wondering, why is his eyes red? Well, who did we see before that had red eyes?
Oh, shit,
We saw
Medusa.
Momo, and we saw Mary, who is a Medusa. And Momo, when her eyes are red, everyone really loved her as an idol, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when Mary and Shion's eyes were red, they could like stop people, like freeze them, right? And now Seto's eyes are red,
Oh
and he can hear
shit!
people's thoughts. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. This
Oh
is like a super
shit!
big element of Kagepro.
Oh my god.
So
Oh.
this little kid has powers that he doesn't understand.
Oh, so he's telepathic.
Momo's is like a kind of like a power like everyone like really like likes her and is like really attracted to her. Not like attracted like romantically, but like their eyes are like attracted to her, right? And so she
Oh.
like became an idol. She didn't understand how her power worked at all. Like she didn't know she had powers. She
Oh,
was just like, yeah, everyone just really liked my singing and dancing, even though I thought it was kind of mediocre, but I guess they like it. But it was because of her fucking power.
I guess it's
And
boxing.
so yeah, and so Kido came along and like introduced her to the Mekakushi Dan and was like, yeah, you kind of have a power. And she was like, oh, dope.
Oh shit! So he's assembling the Avengers.
And Mary was part of that too. Yeah, and then at the end of Imagination Forest, you saw that Seto and Kido were there, and like they like brought Mary into their little group.
Ah.
But this is Seto back in the past, and he doesn't know how to control his
Played the
powers.
shitty games that suck ass.
Poor kid. Also, he got bullied all the time.
Aw.
Like no one liked this kid. Also, he's an orphan.
So he just has a shitty childhood, basically.
Yeah. The only thing that he could like relate to, right, was his like little puppy, right?
It was a little doggo.
But guess what?
What happened?
You saw the part right before the first chorus, right? It was like there was a tragedy waiting for me.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah, so the dog's not here anymore because like a rainy day. It was associated with the river.
Oh, it drowned.
Yeah.
Aw.
So like first the dog thing happened, and then the power thing happened, and so now he's just very fucking confused. So like first his dog drowns, and then he gets these weird powers. He doesn't understand what's going on. He can hear everyone's voices, so he just wants to go somewhere quiet where no one is. So he finds his way to a forest.
Oh shit!
Oh, you might be wondering. Ooh.
Wait.
Dun, dun, dun,
Oh
dun, dun,
shit!
dun. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Aw.
That's like bro same.
Yeah, he's a bro same.
Aw.
I'm
Dude was
like
like-
almost crying. Seta!
He was like, I'm suffering. Let me just help others.
Yeah, what a fucking
What
Chad.
is Chad?
Seto appreciation hours. Would it surprise you if I told you Seto is one of the most least appreciated characters?
Really?
Let's go!
Ah, there he is.
Let's go!
Look at him.
Let's go!
It's okay. Don't cry. I'm proud of him. Look at our boy.
And that was
Mary-
meant to represent that he can now like properly control his powers.
Ah.
Here's Yobanashi Deceive. You ever wonder about a little fucker named Kano?
Kano? Up, 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 up.
No, I just this song's one of the most catchy songs in Kagepro. I speak no lies. This is one of, if not the most catchy song in Kagepro. Oh, also I have a little Kano
There you go.
papercraft that I'm looking
A
at
little
right now.
papercraft? Oh.
Yeah, it's of Kano. I got it at the fan book.
Oh. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
This looks so fucking good.
This is done by
looks really
Shidu.
good. Shidu?
Yep, Shidu. About 10 years ago, a monster spoke to me and told me to continue lying.
Oh no.
Noted.
Oh no.
So what do you think that means?
His power is lying.
Let's go! Specifically, illusions.
Oh.
I like this part a lot. Look at him. He's like, oh,
Oh.
I've been discovered. Head out.
Head out. We gotta go, boys.
Get out.
Mission failed.
Alright, peace
We'll
out.
get him next time.
This dude's having a little bit of an identity crisis.
Ah, because of lying too much.
Yeah.
Dude needs to just tell the
Self-hatred,
truth.
you'd be doing that.
Dude needs to tell the truth.
No.
Whoever designed these motion graphics did a really good job.
So this is like about 4 years ago,
Ah.
roughly.
God, the art
He
looks so
slipped in a
fucking
little
good.
reference. Yep, this is Shidu.
Look at her. Ah.
Haruka's just having a good time, you know?
Haruka's the
Look
guy,
at
right?
him.
Look at him. Yeah. Yeah, there you
He's
go.
having a good time.
And then she's just like, oh my
She's
fucking
dumb.
god.
Ah!
She's falling in love.
She's in love. But she doesn't understand
Aw.
her feelings, so she thinks that she's dumb. Look at Haruka's little face. Look at him. He's just
like
doodling. Also, Haruka is very good at art, as shown a bit
Aw.
earlier. And Takane is really good at video games. She's a fucking gamer girl.
Yeah, she's a gamer.
Also, she likes listening to headphone stuff with her music.
Headphone
She likes
stuff.
She likes listening to music on her headphones.
This is her music. This is what she's listening to.
He found out that I listen to this shit. She just likes her music.
Yeah, she's just listening. She's just like
Yeah, I
vibing
listen to
it.
this stuff. I can't really sing
Yeah,
along to
then
it, but
she's-
you know. We get to find out the music she was listening to right now.
Oh.
What music was she listening to? No
Aw.
music. She was just fucking faking it.
Oh
She was
shit.
faking it. To act like a too cool for you kind of person. And she's like, uh-oh.
Oh no.
And here's Haruka.
Haruka. Wonder what happens to him.
Oh, don't say that. I think looking at any Kagepro character and saying, I wonder what happens to them,
I wonder what's
is
gonna
never a
happen.
good Odin. It's
what?
never a good sign. Especially Haruka, just like looking at his smiling face, be like, I wonder what'll happen to this happy
I
boy.
wonder what's gonna happen to you, and then you walk away. Wait, what the fuck? Ooh, I love that aesthetic.
This is one of the first music videos, yeah.
Ever?
Like one of the first. I think this might be the first one that like moved and had like separate like pictures going on. Because Jinzou Enemy, Mekakushi Code, or just like still pictures originally. I
Yeah.
think the original Kagerou Daze video was like a still image just kind of being panned
Ooh,
across.
and this one
And
is
then Headphone
actually-
Actor actually has like stuff going on and like
Huh.
motion
Okay.
and like different illustrations. So, a lot of people have varying theories, but I like to think I'm right. I am the Kagepro.
You are
I
the
say-
Kagepro.
I say that this song is basically a metaphorical dream sequence for what Takane ends up
For
going through.
dream sequence?
Takane ends up going through some shit, right?
Uh-huh.
And she really wants to make it to Haruka. Like you saw at the end of Yuukei Yesterday. Like she just wanted to make it to Haruka and confess her feelings.
Okay.
And then in this song, it's like, oh god, the world's ending, everyone's in chaos, ah! And so I believe that this is a dream sequence that Takane had. You know how sometimes people say like that like dreams can like represent stuff, right? Well, I like to think that like, you know, she was just very fucking stressed from having ran to try to like go to Haruka, and then she collapses and loses consciousness, and then this happens. And by loses consciousness, I kind of mean like
In a coma?
loses consciousness.
Died?
No, yeah.
Wait, she died?
What
What the fuck?
I love the fucking motion. Like how cool.
I love it too. It looks nice.
She did it. She made it to the hill.
She did
Now
it.
what?
Now what?
A wall which projected the sky. Scientists.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I forgot to also mention that in Yuukei Yesterday, just normal daily life with Takane, she's always had narcolepsy.
Narcolepsy? What's that?
Like sleep disorder. Like just very, very irregular sleep patterns. Takane has narcolepsy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Haruka has heart problems.
Oh no.
That's why the two of them were in, quote unquote, from Yuukei Yesterday, their own little class. Because they were in a special needs class because the two of them had, like, these problems.
Oh.
Takane tries to see Haruka because she's worried about Haruka's physical state because of his heart problems. Like, she's worried that he's, like in, like, a very critical condition, so she's running to him. But she overexerts herself and collapses. And then not lives. And as she's like, as her eyes are like closing and it's like her final moments, she sees someone in a lab coat, you know, looking like a scientist. And she thinks to herself, what the fuck? And like, you know, wonders like what's going on because she thought that everything was fine. But then suddenly this person with a lab coat has like this menacing smile And so in Headphone Actor, I think it's metaphorically represented with like this dream sequence where she's like running to this hill that she needs to get to, but it's actually Haruka. And the scientists are like, oh yeah, everything's a lie because she had like second doubts before losing
Okay.
consciousness about this like scientist looking person that appeared before her with a menacing smile. The scientist man, he taught the class. Also, he's not a scientist for the record, he's a teacher, but he does always dress in a lab coat. And his Cyber Journey. Also, this one doesn't have an official PV, and his Cyber Journey doesn't have like an official music video. So I got the best I could, but sometimes it's just kind of a slideshow. At the first part, it's a nice fan-made PV though. So then yeah, she gets turned into a digital entity.
I knew it!
After she died, like her soul was in this, we'll call it, place. And she's being asked, you know, what she wants to do. And she's like, I want to go back and fucking live, bitch. And she's like mouthing off to this like thing that's talking to her. And it's like, well, how are you gonna intend to do that? You don't really have a body. And she's like, then I'll make one. Fuck off. She's like so aggressive about it.
And that's
And
what's
so yeah, she turns into Ene.
Ooh, and that's what's being told here, right?
Sorta, yeah. Do you remember those two people at the end of Yuukei Yesterday? The scarf girl and the guy with the narrow eyes?
Oh, the classroom! Oh no, wait.
Not the classroom.
With them?
Good guess. With one of them.
Haruka!
Not in the classroom, but at their home. Haruka's fucking dead.
Oh no, he's dead, okay.
Not Haruka, but...
Scarf girl.
Nope, she's dead too.
Oh, well, dude with face.
Yeah, dude with the narrow eyes.
Wait.
Shintaro.
Shintaro, wait.
Fun fact, if you were to pick a quote-unquote main character for Kagepro, it would be Shintaro.
Yeah, right there. What the dog doing?
You
Look,
want some mints?
Look at the amount of endings.
Hey, let me get a minute. Hey, let me get one too.
There's
Hell
so much
yeah.
endings, so it's like Kagepro.
Yeah, right there. What the dog doing?
Oh, look at him now!
Look at him go!
Yeah, right there.
No!
The meme is lost forever.
Next one, which I think is Jinzou Enemy? Yeah.
Hatsune Miku. Hatsune
Jinzou
Miku.
Enemy. Yep.
Ooh.
So, this is about Shintaro and Ene.
Oh, shit.
Bad ending. What the dog doing? This is a fan-made video, but it's very on point. This is Shintaro. Note his lack of red hoodie.
Oh, no.
That's actually important. You remember the good ending, bad ending meme we just saw?
Yeah.
Well, we're not in a happy end with this song. Shit's a bad ending. I'd like to note that Ene ends up becoming Ene and being with Shintaro via his computer laptop at home, either way. But in this end, Shintaro's mental health, not doing too good. Because, as I noted earlier, Scarf Girl, Ayano, is dead. Haruka is dead.
Oh, shit!
Scarf Girl was very important to Shintaro, you see. So now Ene, via his computer, is like the only person left of his little group of friends that he had.
Aww.
And he doesn't even know that she used to be Takane. She knows that he used to be like her school friend, right? Because she remembers everything as Takane. But Shintaro never really draws the connection that this blue twin-tailed girl in his computer used to be that cranky-ass headphone gamer that he knew.
Wait. Please don't tell me he deletes her or some shit like that. I saw like delete.
Well, this isn't a happy ending. See root XX on the
God
screen.
damn it.
And she tries to be like, well, I can be the only one you take solace in then. And he's like, no.
But what's happening? No. Oh, shit!
This is part of the good route, this tiny little thing here, because he's wearing his red hoodie. Now you might be wondering, what's the difference between Shintaro and these roots? Glad you asked. Here's Lost Time Memory. This is Shintaro and Ayano.
Ah, no, Shintaro.
Shintaro!
Dick face. Donkey.
Bad Shintaro. Donkey!
Donkey.
Be nice to women, Donkey! Notice how he grabs his hood. This is a good route.
Ooh.
Though he is still kind of depressed. Here he is, talking to the Mekakushi Dan. Look at him!
Whoa, look at they.
The homies!
Oh shit, there they are!
The homies!
Yo, there she is!
It's Ene!
Ene!
This is the bad end. it flashed Root XX on the screen real quick just there. So now this is the bad end that it's showing off. So, you know, the stuff that happened in the last song, let's get a remake of that. How about we, you know?
A remake
Now
of that
he's
with
recalling-
better animations.
Yeah, he's recalling himself with Ayano.
Shit. Oh, look at her.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
No!
shit. Oh!
God, the fucking animation. I love the fucking motion of it. It's just like, oh god, strong. So now you see the two Shintaros, right?
Yeah.
The bad end Shintaro usually has like this black hoodie on, and then the Shintaro within sort of good roots has the red hoodie on.
Okay.
Basically, Root XX, the bad root, is like what happens when his mental health ain't doing pog. There are other bad endings within Roots where he has his red hoodie on, but the worst of the worst endings is where he has the black hoodie on and just isn't doing well. This is like the two like different things, right? Like you get two different Shintaros. The one Shintaro that hasn't moved on from his grief is just like no, and the one that has actually dealt with it properly is just like, huh, how you doing? Happy.
Aww. Funny face.
What is that? Funny face?
I was like getting emotional and stuff because of this beautiful scene. Like, look at her smile and stuff, and then like it's all perfect and stuff. It's like beautiful, and then
Fucking funny faces. I don't remember that at all. What the fuck?
I don't know. It's just there. Cute cow emoji.
Cute
List
emojis.
emoticons, emojis, cow emojis.
That's what he's looking at.
Now what's
Anyways, here's Kagerou Daze. You might think Kagerou Daze, like Kagepro? Yeah, this is where it got its namesake. Technically, this is a fan-made video, but most of the details are correct. The one standout wrong detail is the like bluish, reddish versions of Tibia and Hiyori. That's just not canon.
Hey, where
Oh, the cat
doing?
was there. The cat didn't get hurt.
Does the boy hate the cat?
Oh, he doesn't like the cat, no.
Huh?
He really doesn't like the cat. Right now, they're not in the real world. This is a world called the Kagerou world. They are in the Kagerou world right now. Hence the name.
Oh,
That's the cat.
bro, that cat's so evil, man.
The accident happened in the real world, and then they were taken to the Kagerou world.
Oh,
Him
so,
and her. Not the cat.
So they're like taking
But
to like
the cat did
Kikassia.
cause... Yeah, the cat caused the accident in the real world, but the cat doesn't... the cat is not taken with them to the Kagerou world. It's only Hibi and Hiyori that are taken. And so I believe that the cat and everything else, since it's like looping accidents and like looping tragedies, and Hiyori's always fucking getting hurt. He's trying to speedrun it. But no matter what he tries doing, yeah. Like, it always ends up in her getting hurt.
Yeah.
Always.
Look at her.
Over and over.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I fucking love that.
It is very pretty. I
No, look.
very much like it.
I love this part. Like,
Yeah,
look
like
at
the little sketch
sketches. Yeah,
illustrations.
I
So
fucking love that.
good. So, you might be wondering, how many time loops have they gone through? Decades. Decades worth.
Jesus.
Decades worth. Decades worth.
I was a happy guy.
The very happy guy from Yuukei Yesterday.
Oh.
So, heart failure happened.
Oh no.
When Haruka died, what is it? He was sent to the Kagerou world. So Haruka's in the Kagerou world. Konoha is created. Then Konoha is thrown into this within the Kagerou world. But yeah, Konoha is witnessing the events of Kagerou Daze go down.
Oh my god. Oh my god. He's experiencing the fucking like the car
He's
crash
watching
and
them.
the cat.
Yeah, he's watching them go through that, and he can't
Oh
do
my
anything.
God.
He literally can't do shit. Watch. Like he sees it about to happen again.
Oh no. Oh shit.
That's Shintaro. That's Momo. That's Seto Kido Kano. That's Shion. That's Hibi and Hiyori. That's Ayano. That's Enen Takane. And that's Konoha. Those were very important if you want to go rewind, because those are just very important shit that they flashed right there.
Wait, what the fuck? What's going on? Wait.
Well, she's in a swimsuit,
Yeah, okay.
right? And you look at the little animation that plays, and there's like little bubbles coming out of her mouth, right?
Oh, she drowned.
Uh-oh.
Wait, they're all dead?
That's the thing. Momo drowned as a
Momo
kid, right?
drowned as a kid in like the
He died.
Kagepro world.
No, in the real world.
In the real
And then
world.
she went to the Kagerou world because she had died in the real world.
Wait, so the
She-
Kagero world is like the afterlife? What the fuck?
It's a purgatory of sorts.
That's a purgatory?
It's a purgatory.
Also,
So-
everybody in that world is dead.
Technically, Momo and her father drowned. Both of them went to the Kagerou world. Momo got a cool
Okay.
power and got sent back to the real world. Her father is permanently in the Kagerou world.
What?
Just forever.
What?
Seto.
What the fuck? Wait.
Seto, you see, Seto.
Okay.
His dog didn't
What the
drown.
dog doing?
He and his dog drowned.
So basically, they die, but then they get sent to a purgatory, and they're like, "You have powers now." And then they get sent back to the real world.
Yeah, except it's them and like someone, or in Seto's case, his dog, were really close to them. So with Momo, her and her father drowned. Then they both went to the Kagerou world. Momo's father was there just indefinitely now. Momo gets sent back to the real world
The
with a cool
dog is
power.
in the Kagero world now.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like Seto, the people that were bullying him, they threw his dog in the river. Then Seto dove in trying to save it, but he couldn't swim. So both of them ended up drowning.
So basically, those people are in jail now.
No,
No.
they just got off scot-free from what I know. So then Seto's dog is just stuck in the Kagerou world indefinitely, and Seto comes back with the power to read minds. Kano, it was him and his mother actually. They like live in an apartment alone together, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then one day, Kano comes home and a burglar breaks in, like a few burglars, and
Oh no.
his mother was just like going along with it compliantly because she didn't want to get hurt. But Kano, as like a little kid at the time, he was about like 6 or 7, like dove at the burglars and he's like, "No, don't steal mom's stuff." And so they ended up stabbing both him and his mother.
Oh no.
And so now she's in the Kagerou world indefinitely. He came back with power of illusions. With Kido, it was her and her older sister. With Mary, it was her and Shion, as you saw in the Imagination Forest segment. You know, when Mary and her mother got killed, right? They both actually got killed by those like
Oh.
fucking villagers. And then Mary came back with the power. But Mary already had powers because she was Medusa. So she comes back with an extra power that we're not going to mention right now. Wink. I'll just call it Queen, okay? She's a queen now. Takane, you saw how she went there. Her and Haruka like went there at the same time, but with them they're kind of like exceptions to the whole like soul thing because Takane goes there and then her soul gets like digitalized. Haruka, he goes there, he stays there. Part of him was like kind of just thrown out there in the real world as like an incomplete kind of Konoha. So Konoha doesn't remember shit, but he does have powers.
I get it.
I don't get it.
Yeah, that's the experience.
That's me right now.
I get it.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
that's why I'm like trying to like do it like little bit by bit, but
I don't
yeah.
get it.
Yeah, it is
The
a lot
good
to
ending,
take
the
in.
good-
But yeah, all of the Mekakushi Dan members have powers, and also went through the whole dying, going to the Kagerou world, then coming back with cool power kind of thing, because that's the only way you get a power. This is the very first Kagerou video that I ever saw.
Really?
No, there's more to that sentence. I'm a bit
I was like, oh, this is your first one. Oh, that's sweet. Then it's
No,
like,
no, no,
no.
no.
And it's
No.
like, oh.
It's the first Kagepro music video that I ever saw that I saw and I was like, wait, these are connected? Because this connects Momo from Kisaragi Attention to Hibiya from Kagerou Daze. These two are the main characters of the song. Also, this is also animated by Wanyampa. And that's Hibiya, the guy from Kagerou Daze. Who, as you might know, does not have Hiyori with him. Hiyori is not here. Hiyori is not here. This is the real world,
that's
for the record.
That's the fucking
This is after
kid.
Kagerou Daze.
Oh, this is the kid from the fucking...
Yeah, this is the kid from Kagerou Daze.
Oh.
You know, one gets stuck in Kagerou Purgatory, the other comes back with a cool power. Hibiya came back with a cool power. Hiyori's not here. And Momo's trying to cheer him up, because he's really sad about Hiyori being gone.
Aw.
remembers Hiyori again.
Oh no.
Sad.
Aww.
She overexerted herself and passed out, I think. But she still motivated Hibiya. Those are the red eyes.
Aw. I love this. What's his powers then?
His power is
These
the ability to
nuts.
say for example, he lost his phone somewhere around the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so if he really focuses in on the image of his phone, he'll be able to see where it is.
Oh. Okay.
This is Children Record. This is basically the cool anime opening of Kagepro. So get ready to see the characters together in a cool little ensemble. Look for the Gummy Bear album.
Ooh.
Oh no! So this is about Shintaro and Ayano. Before what happened to Ayano happened to Ayano.
Oh.
So yeah, this is about before he meets Ayano. He's a genius. Shintaro's a fucking genius. Ayano, well, I mean, she's cute. He's a genius, but doesn't really know what to do with himself, pretty much. No depresso, only happy
Aww.
espresso.
Look at her. She's just
Look
she's
at her.
I just want you to be happy. I love you.
Yeah, but Shintaro, as you saw in the beginning of Lost Time Memory, for example, is kind of an asshole to her.
Uh-huh.
He very much likes her positive company, but he never really
know how to express
told her how much he appreciated her.
He doesn't know how to express it, basically.
And so this is the day where he discovers what happened to Ayano. Uh-oh. This shit's depressing. And to add insult to injury, here's a flashback of him, in the past, having seen Ayano crying alone in a classroom, but not doing shit to help her. He just kind of watched. He didn't know how to help her. So yeah, probably one of the most depressing songs. Wait, no, isn't Ayano's happiness theory after this? I couldn't find IA's version subbed, I think, is the problem.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think this is the reason why I had a cover version on the playlist instead of just normal IA version. But this singer sings it really well and emotionally, so be ready for that. No, don't make the connection. No.
Wait a minute.
No!
Let's watch this version.
No. No, it actually could.
Oh. Ew.
No. Those three kids are Seto, Kido, and Kano.
Okay.
Oh, please.
Oh, them.
Oh, please.
Oh, this is the original character.
We don't need to use this as a reference point.
I think we should use this as a reference point. I think.
So, Ayano, right?
Mm-hmm.
Happy Scarf Girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Her when she was a kid, she was introduced that she has 3 new younger siblings that came from an orphanage. And they are Kido, Kano, and Seto. All 3 of them. Kido, the girl with the iPod hoodie, the one you saw in Mekakushi Code. Kano, the one with the lying problem, that dude. And Seto, that guy with the mind reading. They all have powers at this point, but they don't know how to control them. They were all put in an orphanage after what had happened to them with the Kagerou world, right? Because Kano, his mother had died, and because of family complications, he was just put into an orphanage.
Okay.
Kido, her sister had died, had nowhere to go, put into an orphanage. Seto, he'd kind of been in the orphanage all along, and so they're all put into the same. They all lived in the same room in the orphanage too, which everyone else in the orphanage called the monster room, because the 3 had powers at the time, but they didn't know how to control them. And so weird rumors would go around at the orphanage, oh yeah, I saw a girl kind of fading in and out and crying, and I don't know what her deal was. Or, oh, I saw that one kid, and he started shape-shifting and shit. It was weird. Or oh, that one kid started reading the minds of everyone. It was creepy.
Oh yeah.
So they're kind of just called monsters constantly at the orphanage. But then one day, Ayaka, Ayano's mother, decides to adopt all 3 of them. Alongside her actual daughter, Ayano. It has the lab coat guy. His name's Kenjiro. He's Ayano's father. And those are their outfits in present time. Those cool hoodies.
Oh, that's why, because of Toku.
Yeah. Ayano's mom,
Died.
you want to learn what happened to her? Hey, that's Kenjiro. We'll start calling him Kenjiro now. So, Ayaka, who's Ayano's mother, and Kenjiro, who's Ayano's father, Ayaka had been very interested in what was happening to these 3 kids that she adopted, right?
Mm.
Like, interested and concerned. She first took them in because she felt bad for them, but also because they had, like, these weird power things, and that was
Mhm.
related to this thing that she had been looking into.
Okay.
Ayaka had started to catch on to this Medusa thing and thought that
Mm.
these kids were related to that, which they were.
Oh.
And so she adopts them, wants to give them a happy home, but also wants to like make sure that, you know, they won't be hurt because of this Medusa thing, but she doesn't exactly understand how to go about it. Ayano, Kido, Seto, and Kano all, you know, like play it off like, oh yeah, we're like Power Rangers, Pog, right? And, you know, like Ayano helps them like get, you know, like self-esteem and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Ayaka and Kenjiro are like sort of like researching what's going on. Kenjiro also sort of works as a teacher. He teaches Haruka and Takana's class, right? And Ayaka, she like researches this stuff. And so one day, Ayaka and Kenjiro both go on what do you call it? Expedition? They like travel really far out, right? Into the countryside
Mm.
because Ayaka's like, hey, I think I know where Medusa used to reside. Like, I think I have like a lead.
Oh.
And so she drives with Kenjiro. They go way out into the middle of fucking nowhere. But then a landslide happens.
Oh
Both of them are
fuck.
killed. Both of
Kenshiro
them.
died.
Ayaka and Kenjiro went together and both ended up in a landslide.
Okay.
Ayaka is stuck in the Kagerou world. Kenjiro came back. As you can see him grieving right
Fuck.
here over Ayaka. If he came back, what do you think that means?
He got powers.
But he's not part of the Mekakushi Dan. Also, he never realizes that he has a power. He just thinks that Ayaka passed and just doesn't understand how he's still here. Sometimes he blacks out and then comes back to his senses again. Some things have happened. He doesn't really understand. Sometimes he blacks out, comes to his senses again, doesn't really understand it. Ayano, as you can see in this exact scene right here, comes to be clued in that not only is Kenjiro grief-stricken over what happened to Ayaka,
Mm-hmm.
but something else is afoot. Because Ayano finds the documents that this quote-unquote, like other side, quote-unquote, of Kenjiro had stashed away.
Okay.
And this other side we will call Sayadu, right? We're going to call it Sayadu,
Saidu.
because that's the name, Sayadu.
Okay.
Yeah. So Sayadu is Kenjiro's power. All the other powers of all the other Mekakushi Dan members, right?
Mm-hmm.
Technically, they were given to them in the form of like one of Medusa's snakes that like gives them life force and like gives them power. But with Kenjiro, he was like sort of chosen by Sayadu. Sayadu is the only of Medusa's snakes that has a mind of its own, that knows what it's doing, and that is clever enough to have tricked the original Medusa into doing some shit, into creating the Kagerou world, even. This Sayadu, this fucking snake, this literal fucking snake. Kenjiro, grief-stricken and confused over Ayaka, sometimes blacks out, doesn't understand what's going on. Sayadu occasionally possesses Kenjiro and makes him do the evilest shit. Sayadu starts researching
Oh.
on the fucking students that Kenjiro has,
What the
Haruka and
fuck?
Takane. Sayadu
Oh!
starts researching on how to bring some people to the Kagerou world, how to give them powers, and elaborate and like literally creates this fucking scheme to have Haruka and Takane killed. And so when Haruka had like a really critical attack that worried Takane, Kenjiro sort of blacked out. Sayadu took over. Sayadu assured Takane, it's okay. I'll take Haruka to a hospital. You know, we'll treat him. They're treating him at this hospital. Takane is, you know, really upset, goes to get her stuff. She goes to get her stuff, and then she realizes, you know, she really wants to be with Haruka. She starts running to Haruka. She collapses. Saeru knew that would happen. He knew that Takane felt really strongly about Haruka, and he knew about her condition. And so he appeared before Takane in her last moments. And that is why this ominous lab coat man was smirking at Takane, because that was Saeru, not Kenjiro the nice man. Kenjiro is a very fucking nice man. Good father to Ayano and the others. Very nice teacher to Haruka and Takane.
Okay.
Saeru possesses Kenjiro and occasionally takes over Kenjiro's entire consciousness and does this fucked up shit. Conspires and ends up killing Haruka and Takane for his plans. And as you'll see in just a couple seconds in this music video, Ayano finds the documents on Haruka and Takane that Saeru had hidden away and realizes that there's some shit going on at this Kagerou World Medusa thing. Ayano puts that together.
Oh shit.
And Ayano can't tell anyone. She can't really trust anyone to be like, hey yo, so there's this like fucked up Kagerou World shit going on? So she takes it all upon herself to mess with the numbers of people in the real world and the Kagerou World. Decides to go over to the Kagerou World by herself.
Oh.
With no one else. Tells no one else.
No. No.
And that's why she left Shintaro's side. So you thought the song was over? Yeah, no, let's cry some more. How about that? Let's cry some more.
Fuck.
No! God, tears are rolling out. And then watch this! Ah! Ayano! Ayano!
You're actually crying, Blue?
Sort of.
Here,
Is it
here,
sad?
come here, give me a hug. Give me a hug.
You remember that fucker Saeru I told you about? This
Yeah,
song is from
snake.
Saeru's point of view. The fucker, the snake, the bitch.
The snake, man.
Originally, people didn't really have a good name to call it, but then people agreed, yeah, we'll call it Saeru. Because the snake was called male Saeru Hebi. So they're like, oh yeah, Saeru. Oh yeah, this is a fan-made music video, by the way, too. No
Oh,
official
no.
music video for this one. This one's kind of just like Saeru villains sound like, I do evil things. Evil. Evil.
Evil.
Evil. Evil. I made another Kagepro connection.
You made another Kagepro connection. What's the
Yeah.
Kagepro connection?
So I never really made sense of what he was saying right here in these lyrics. Like, oh, boo-hoo, I don't have a bright future, wah-ham, boo-hoo. What Saeru's saying. What Saeru's referring to is the moment where Mary got her powers. Because when Mary came to the Kagerou world and got her powers, Mary got the Queen Snake. And Mary was the first to get a power from the Kagerou world, because it was a while ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Mary gets the Queen Snake as like a power. Because Mary gets the Queen Snake as his power, that was originally because Azami made the conscious decision. Azami is Mary's grandmother, for the record, the original Medusa, Azami. She has long black hair, but be able to recognize her really quickly. Azami made the decision. She sees Mary and Shion's her daughter, brought into the Kagerou world, and like because they had died. And Azami goes, I want at least that child to have some sort of future. I don't want her to just be dead. And so she sends Mary into the real world with the Queen Snake. And then Saeru, who is seeing this happen, goes, what the fuck are you doing, Azami? What the fuck? If you send one snake out there, all the other snakes will be sent out there into the real world. And that'll mean that I'll be sent out there into the real world. And that means that I'll have the potential to fucking die at some point. Like, Saeru comes to realize, oh god, I'm gonna be sent out there to, like, you know, kind of, like, be limited to, like, a human lifespan at some point, once I'm tied to someone. And so when Saeru is sent out into the real world, chooses to go with Kenjiro, I think, and as possessing Kenjiro, devises, okay, I will control who gets what power, and, like, uses Haruka and Takane, who are Kenjiro's students. Goes, I'll get these two fuckers, which were this man's students or whatever, and they'll get powers. I'll bring all the snakes over here into the real world. And then, once all of the snakes are in the real world, he's going to manipulate Mary, who got the queen, into something. But he has to have all the snakes in the real world via being people's powers to do that. Azami's the original Medusa.
Oh, the grandma.
Uh-huh, Mary's grandma.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, ready to cry?
Yeah.
This is a man named Tsukihiko.
Look at Tsukihiko.
Tsukihiko. They fell in love! They're in love!
Look at them.
He literally builds her a house. What a fucking Chad.
Damn.
And she gets worried about his well-being. And the two hug and say that they want to marry each other. And that's her daughter, Shion. Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
The Kagerou world.
It's the Kagerou world.
She made it because she just wanted to be with her family forever.
Aww.
She went to the Kagerou world. But Tsukihiko never showed up.
Aww.
And now she's all alone in the Kagerou world. And she can't come back. So now she's all alone.
This is so tragic. What the fuck? Grandma's crying. No. I miss my old dearie.
This is sung by the person, Leah. This is sung by Leah, who did the Angel Beat opening and ending. Who was the original voice provider for IA the Vocaloid.
Oh, so this was just done by Leia herself. Just that's it. Just
Yeah.
Leia.
Yeah.
No Vocaloid Leia.
Yep.
Just
Just
Leia.
her voice. So basically, she like sees like that these kids have a future, like within the real world. And she realizes that like by having given them like powers via her snakes, she's given them a future.
Aww.
Oh, Gunjou Rain. So this is a fan-made PV, but I very much like this. This is
Ooh.
about Shion, Azami's daughter, Mary's mother. You already know what happens to Shion because you saw
Oh.
Imagination Forest.
She dies.
So, you know, let's cry.
She gets fucking killed.
Bitch, me too. It's like a really nice, like, thematic thing too, like how, like, she doesn't want Mary getting hurt, but she also does want her to have a happy future.
Okay.
And she knows Azami's not
I'm
coming
just
back.
kind of vibing with this. It looks so good.
It's so pretty.
It is pretty.
Both of them ended up dying, but Mary saw Shion die first.
Oh,
Shit's
fuck.
fucked. And she's reading the diary that Shion wrote.
Oh,
And she just
fuck.
fucking cries and cries and cries. Fucking shit. Namida ga koborete yuku. Oh,
This is sad.
namida ga koborete
That's
yuku.
the end, just the tears spilled?
Yeah,
Wait, what?
until Saidu comes to fuck shit up. Outer Science is a song. This fucker is dressed in Konoha's clothes. Looks just like
Oh.
Konoha, but, you know, the color palette's darkened. This is what
Konoha.
This is what the fandom calls Kuroha. But this is
Oh.
Konoha. And then if you look up Kuroha, Kuroha is what happens when Sairu possesses Konoha. In lots of the roots, he assembles them all, right?
Okay.
As possessing Kenjiro. Then he usually gathers the Mekakushi-dan in a place, right?
Okay.
Then he switches from Kenjiro to Konoha. Like, he is possessing Kenjiro, he has a fucking gun, shoots Konoha.
Oh, shit.
Konoha gets shot, and then he transfers over to Konoha. Kenjiro ends up dead,
Okay.
because the snake is like their life force, right? So Kenjiro ends up dead when Saidu makes the transfer over to Konoha. Konoha turns to Kuroha, because Saidu is now in control. And then, as we see in this song, Saidu, aka Kuroha, proceeds to kill the Mekakushi-dan, except for Mary, who has the queen snake.
Wait,
It
so
showed-
he's the main villain.
Saidu, yeah.
Saeru.
initially possesses Kenjiro, then goes on to possess Konoha. In order to get the queen, she has the queen snake. Her original power as just being a Medusa. Azami was able to turn people to stone.
Mm-hmm.
Shion was able to do that, but only once before like overexerting herself. And that's how Shion ended up dying partially. She got hurt by the villagers protecting Mary, but also she used her power to turn one of them to stone to protect Mary, overexerted herself, and died. Mary, instead of the whole like turning the stone but super overexertion, has, quarter Medusa, so she can like sort of just freeze people in place for a bit. Not turn them to stone, but literally just like stop their movements for about 5 minutes. Not much. But then, once she goes to the Kagerou world with Shion and is given the Queen Snake by Azami, the Queen Snake power, to use all of their like snake powers to reverse time, to go back, right?
Okay.
And so that is what Saeru wants. Saeru knew about the Queen Snake powers, and then made it so, tried to control the process of all the snakes coming over to the real world as like people who have powers. And then once they're all a happy, friendly group with like Mary in the midst, right, who has the queen, Saeru would gather them up in some place, switch from Kenjiro to Konoha, and then proceed to kill all of the members in front of Mary and go, "You don't want this, right? Well, you could go back in time if you wanted to. You have the Queen Snake. Don't
What
you
the
want to go back
fuck?
to happier days?"
Oh, that's the power that.
And forces Mary into using that power to go back in time.
Oh,
And
that's-
this has happened time and time again. And that's why there's roots. His power is basically, he's like the save file for Mary's retries at this fucking Let's Play, if we're getting metaphorical.
Oh.
He's the save file. He stores all the memories of this. And so Mary in each route, when Saeru turns into Kuroha and goes, "Queen, you must reverse time now," Mary is always taken aback because even though Mary's the one that reverses time, she does not remember. Shintaro's the one that remembers. But only then, Shintaro remembers only when he understands that he has the power and how to activate it. And for most of the routes in Kagepro, Shintaro doesn't fucking understand that he has a power. And so a lot of shit turns out wrong.
He's just killing everybody.
Yeah.
Oh shit! That goes back to the
Yeah.
music video. It was showing like her mother, then like a bunch of bodies or something like that.
Yeah, that's what it was when in Shounen Brave. That is what it was.
Oh.
Yeah, what a fucker. What a
asshole.
bitch.
What
What an asshole. So, Mary doesn't like this. So here's a song from her point of view just going, "Hey, I wish things weren't fucked." Summertime Record. So this is the good end of Kagepro. We did it. Good end.
We did it! This is the good end.
Outer Science is bad end. It's basically, "Hey yo, you fucked up, go back." Summertime Record. Good end, good end. That's Haruka, by the way.
Oh, it's done like an ending thing, bro. Boo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just been stuck there. And Konoha's been living out the days as him. But then, once Haruka makes it back to the real world in the good ending, he manages to, sort of take on Konoha's memories in place of Konoha.
Aw.
And so this is, him, recalling everything he's seen from Konoha's eyes. How even though Konoha was this very confused person who didn't understand anything, but had these, confusing powers, the Mekakushi took him in all the same, and was like, "Hey, you're our friend now. We love you. Look at all this scenery getting filled in with them.
Oh, look at them. They're just like, aw.
Look at them." And look, and is turned back into Takane.
Oh.
Konoha, who's usually expressionless, smiles.
Aw.
This is the anime opening.
Ooh.
Fucking slurps. This song and this song only. You get cool versions of their hoodies.
Grandma.
Yeah, manga screenshots.
Holy shit.
違うからだんだん目が回って夕焼けがさんさん空にじんでた思い出すほどに言葉が出なくなるのはなぜ水めに賛成なら笑って遠くに遠く離れた君はただ見たことない色に染まった一人で瞬きの一つのしないまま大人なんかにはわからない色を見てる I mean what? I don't know the lyrics Now you really love Shido's motion graphics. Imagine
Yeah.
that, but like even more.
In 60 frames per second.
Yeah. Would you like to know Kito's backstory at the free cost of nothing?
Yes.
So the seventh novel focuses entirely on, or mostly on Kito's backstory. And Kito's backstory is that she's just like that. She was really clingy to her mother, and her mother really loved music and such, but Kito herself wasn't really able to she wasn't really able to like verbally express whatever the heck she wanted to say, like at all. And so even just passerbys would be like, the kid can't even say hello. What a fucking dumbass.
Aww.
But then her mom ended up passing. So she
Aw.
was taken in to her father's estate. Her father was this rich asshole. So Kito's father had Rin with this like really rich lady, and Rin is like this really perfect lady. She's like Kito's older sister, and she has like, really pretty red hair, and she's just, very perfect at everything. But Kito was kind of like a secret child. But then after Kito's actual mother died, she was taken into the estate and not really like meant to be there. And so she's like living at this mansion with her father, and no one really addresses her except for Rin, who like develops a really strong connection with Kito.
Aww.
She's kind of just there,
Okay.
and she hates herself.
Aww.
But then yeah, a lot of time has passed, and at first she was all alone, but then she gets adopted into Ayano's family. Mekakushi Don's formed. She gains a lot more friends.
Hey.
And she's the one that recruits like Momo and such to the group. She does that as like the group's leader.
Yo.
So she grows into this fucking like stronger person. My funny
Whoa.
weekend. This one's just about Hiyori before shit went wrong in Kagerou Daze.
Oh no.
Slice of life song, fun. The actual Miku song always gets copyrighted off of YouTube, so I took this English cover of it instead. Also, this has a very nice AMV made of it, so I like this version. It's basically like a story of like Shintaro after the good ending happens, right? Like after Summertime Record, reflecting back on things.
Oh,
So, like,
this is
after
just like
all the
this is just like
suffering
the
shit's done.
this is just like the ending, basically, the actual true ending. Like,
Yeah, from like Shintaro's point of view.
aw.
Jin actually sung a self cover of this song.
Oh, that's
It's very good.
cool. Heck
It's also
yeah.
very emotional, so I can't listen to it unless I want to cry. My what do you call it? What do you call it? The thing in Chrome, right?
Mhm.
The background for Chrome is Takane, Shintaro, Haruka, and Ayano hanging out and gaming together. I
Aw.
very much like them.
The darkest haze, your laughing face, and now the time you leave me. Repeat again and start to blend and fade into my memory. Yet as we go with this, I know no matter where we go, there is one thing that stays the same. Because your smile still remains. And on the day I ran away, afraid cause I was lying. So take me back to when we laughed and smiled throughout the crying. I walk you home, you're not alone. It's how a fairy tale was meant to go.
There is a version of this that had the official manga made based off of this song scrolling on screen, but I feel like that would be kind of distracting because I tried watching it and I was like, my eyes were like darting between the manga and the lyrics. So I just picked this with just this little picture of Haruka instead. These four are called the Yuukei Quartet in the fandom
UK Quartet? Why UK?
because Yuukei Yesterday is the song that most of them. Yuukei Yesterday was the song that the four of them were first shown to be a friend group in.
Ah.
Uh-oh, depression. Someone in the comments was like, someone who's only seen the songs, oh, sounds sad. Someone who's only seen the manga, oh, sounds sad. Someone who's read the last night light novel. And that just kind of describes it.
Oh no.
And I don't particularly feel like crying over the light novel. Or perhaps maybe my hand will extend and I will grab the 8th light novel, which is just barely out of arm's reach to me right now. And maybe I'll flip it open and cry. Flips to the part of the light novel this song was referring to. No. Okay, you know what? Self-care is not reading the 8th Kagepro novel.
What's a
I don't-
memory?
Oh. You know, we're just getting hit with whammies. Let's go. Depresso.
Oh no, it's another Ayano song. Fuck me.
Like, she had, like, regrets and shit.
Really?
Yeah. As explained through this very fucking depressing song. This illustration is the scene from the beginning of Lost Time Memory, remember?
Uh-huh.
When Shintaro, like, shooed Ayano away, he's like, no, go away. Like, this is that exact hill.
Oh.
And also, the melody for this part, for this little pre-chorus, literally goes, ba, ba, da, da, ba, da, da, which is the beginning to Ayano's Happiness Theory, the sad song about her.
No!
So basically, even though, like, she really, really loved Shintaro and was very good friends with Takana and Haruka,
Yeah.
like, she felt like she had to go through with this plan, right? To ruin Saidi's plan.
Oh.
So basically, to, like, be stuck in the Kagerou forever. Like, that's, like, her kind of, like, way to combat Saidi's plan, is to, like, sacrifice herself to be in the Kagerou world,
This
to, like,
shit
mess up the
looks
numbers.
so... Boo, this shit
It's
looks so,
so
beautiful.
pretty.
It's beautiful.
Because she literally says, turned upside down in the lyrics, and then when you flip that, when you flip, like, this part of the music
Let me
video,
open
and she says upside
Photoshop.
down, a nice little
Wait.
flip upside down, and we'll cry. Sakasama! It's literally her falling. And those are the desks of the classroom.
Oh.
The part of the song literally says, like, had been turned upside down, so then some people clued in, hey, what if I turn this part of the music video upside down? Oh no!
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Spoiler details happen. If I were to elaborate right now, it'd be a complete mess of explaining. So I'll just say that,
Explain it in simple terms. Just in extremely, really simple terms. Like...
First root ever happened in Kagepro. At very end, Ayano Mary see all this shit that happened to everyone go, oh no! And Ayano say, Mary, please, I don't want tragedy happen, please. And so she get turned into a snake and she becomes extra snake power and it becomes Yakitsukeru, which means to burn into ice. And that becomes the power that Shintaro has, the fucking save file power where he remembers shit. And so it's like a version of Ayano that was like kind of an asshole in the first root turns into that, and this little part in the song refers to that. But that's not the same Ayano we see in all these other roots and in any other part of the song. This Ayano we see right here is completely different. It's just a little nice little hint, you know, for people to catch on.
Kira, what the fuck?
Oh well.
Ayano!
Ayano!
This doesn't have a
Okay.
video, but
Okay.
fuck if it don't slap. This song's about Mary not wanting to take any of Sayu's shit anymore. Badass Mary, let's go! 愛の世界をこつこの未来を絶望の今を睨みつけて消えそうなストーリーを加速していくけどいっそ殺して目を合わせたまま What a catchy song! Let's go! You can like tell right when I pulled up the lyrics too.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to bring it up again. I know what it looks like. It's melted into my mind. I know what it looks like.
I know, but we had to like bring this up every time. It just has...
No.
It's like the mascot for this video.
No.
Shit,
And now,
Watson.
finally, we get the Children Record remake. Annie, look at her.
Look at NA. She's just
Hey,
vibing.
hey.
And
Let's
then
go.
we ended up-
Stop. Why is he still there?
You look at him. He's just vibing, boo.
Why is he still there?
You gotta let
I
him
don't
vibe.
like him.
Look at him. He's like a little Neopet.
I like Kinjiro. I don't like this.
I like
What do we call
this,
him
I
instead of
don't like.
Kinjiro?
You call him Frank.
We call it Frank.
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 There he is, Frank. Right
So, so now that you've watched all the songs, can you explain to me the plot of Kagepro?
there. Alright. You have these teenagers. So basically, think.
Yes.
Okay, so basically, you know Scooby-Doo?
Raggy, I got Rick Rowers.
Scoob, we're in the Kage world.
Only one of us is leaving Scoob. Which one of us will get cool powers?
They're gonna give us a cool power, Scoob. Take you to the Super Kage world, where they have like a seafood buffet.
Oh, Pog. I like making headcanons that the Kagerou world is like just funny slice of life stuff. Like if there's ever like a spin-off anime, I'd be like, what's going on in the Kagepro world?
They're
And they're like,
suffering.
it's like a
They're
hotel or like a
suffering.
beach house or something really cool.
I think they're just
Like really
gonna.
just nice and whimsical and funny
I think
instead of suffering.
Okay, let me tell you the Kagepro plot. Okay, you got these teenagers. They die.
Alright. Yeah.
As kids, they died, and they died with the loved ones or something like that, and they get transported to
Yeah.
this unknown world. And basically, the kids that were suffering and that they loved, they got powers and they get sent away, and their loved ones are kept in this like universe for eternity.
Hi,
And
hi.
basically, you got these teenagers with powers and Miku voices and stuff. And
Oh.
and they're just living their life trying to like live from the suffering and stuff. And you got the scientist dad, Caillou, this big fucking snake bitch, and he's like, oh, I hate people, I'm gonna make a world where their loved ones are taken away, because I'm a fucking dickhead. And
What
then
a bitch.
basically Ayano is just like, bitch, shut the fuck up. And basically, the snake was like, hey, look at this grieving father. What a loser. I'm gonna possess him. And then he possesses the scientist guy, which is what you see on screen right here, Frank. And Frank does some evil shit. And his dog is now trapped in a Kagepro world, and he's probably just shitting and pissing all over the place.
Who has to clean up after? Does a zombie have to?
I don't know. And basically, he got scared. He cried and stuff. And he ran to this house. And the kid is like, hey, I'm depressed. And then she's like, hey, I'm depressed too. Let's make an Avengers group. Sairu's a bitch because his mother, his queen was like, you're dumb.
Now that you know, the bare bones of the Kagepro plot, as I like to call it, what do you think? What do you think of these characters? Who do you like? Who do you not like?
Okay, so first off,
What songs do you like? What songs do you not like?
ooh, that's a lot of questions you're giving me. Well, first off, I like the reboot of this one. I like
Hell
my
yeah.
favorite one is Additional Memory. I like
That one's
that
very
one a
cute.
lot. I like Ayano's Happiness Theory. I like all the songs with
Right.
Ayano.
And there she
I
is.
love NA a lot.
Look at her.
Look at her.
Look at her.
Look at her.
Annie.
I like her a lot. She's I don't know. There's
Annie.
just something about her that
I draw her a lot. She's just very fun to draw.
she's an incredible character design.
セットで買うとさらにお得。
Look at her. What is it? Like Shintaro would just be like doing whatever on his computer, and she can literally just bring up like files and be like, "Hey, yo, I can delete shit if you want."
I could
And he'd
delete
be like,
your
"No,
porn.
don't do that."
I could delete your porn.
Yeah, no, there literally is instances where she's like, "Oh, so you're in defeat." Because she's like looking at his fucking files, and he's like, "Where the fuck did you find those? How did you unlock the files?" And she's like, "Fuck you."
This is her face whenever she sees those pictures.
We can continue with the light novel and manga
Ooh.
and the
Maybe.
anime.
We could do this.
Not today, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. We could do this in another episode. We could do the anime for another episode. For an episode of like.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, guys, you could say now that I'm a decent Kagepro fan. That I'm a casual Kagepro fan.